Hello everyone and welcome to the Zelda Cast here on ZeldaDungeon.net. My name is Andy Spiteri, joined by Allison Aletha. How are we doing today, Al?
Doing pretty good. I'm having a good day. You know what? I think it's because I did a lot of housework yesterday, so I feel very accomplished and like I could be totally lazy today.
Alright, well there you go. But you're not going to be lazy this episode because we have a lot of work to do. And to do
Oh,
that work,
darn.
we are joined by Corey Richmond of Tier Force Heroes fame. Corey, how are you? It's been a while.
It has been a while. You know, it's like I listen to the show every week, and there's only so many weeks I can go without getting on here and giving my own splash of common sense to the show. So glad to be on,
Damn you.
I
and I'm
love
ready
it.
to do some work.
I love it. It's like it's like every week we have a discussion in Discord with Corey, and also every week, sometime in the episode, Andy's like, "Go to hell, Corey! I can hear you
Every
already."
week, I just find something that I want to complain about to maybe get Andy mad.
There are times where we'll be talking about something. It's got nothing to do with anything. It just pops in my head. It's like, you know what? Go to hell, Corey. Take that.
Good.
So,
Good.
yeah, that being said, we're happy to have you back. Okay. Well, we've got a big show to get into here today. But first, I wanted to quickly follow up on last week because I actually did have a chance to go and basically 100% the rest of Minish Cap, and except for the figurines, I'm working my way through, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to bother doing that because it's horrible. But man, I love that game. I really do, and I'm glad that we got to do that episode last week. I'm glad that you got to play it, Al. And if anyone else out there has not played Minish Cap in a long time, you should check it out. And by the way, Metroid Fusion is also on Game Boy Advance Online, which you should also check out. So there you go. Had a good little. It was a nice. It was just a nice comfort game to play the Minish Cap. Just a lovely little game.
I can understand that. I mean, with my comfort game is Stardew Valley, and I love that game, and it takes a lot of grinding, and I think Minish Cap does too if you want to 100% it. So
Yeah.
it's like one of those things that maybe it doesn't make sense to a lot of other people. They don't think of Minish Cap a lot, but it's cool to know that it's like somebody's comfort game out there and that it does well for mental health.
Yeah,
Minish
for
Cap
mental
rocks.
health.
Everyone go play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have got the 5th annual musical March Madness going on over on ZeldaDungeon.net. It starts Wednesday, March the 15th, and will run until the 31st of March. So, for anybody that had... This is one of my favorite episodes that we do all year. I really love it. So, for anybody that is unfamiliar, I'm going to lay down the ground rules, the rules of Foundation, and then we have a lot to get to, so we're just going to get going here. So Musical March Madness is an NCAA style tournament, a bracket really, that pits 64 Zelda songs against each other in a single elimination tournament, and the winner of the first round goes on to face the winner of the other winner of the first round, and then et cetera, until there is one song left standing. And in years past, we've had Gerudo Valley dominate the first year, took a victory. Second year was Dragon Roost Island, walked away with the W. The third year was Midna's Lament, and last year was Ballad of the Goddess that ultimately took home the top prize. And Allison, I wonder, I can't remember. Can you remember who won Musical March Madness last year? Can you remember?
On our show or
It was a
like
fluke.
officially?
No. Can you
It was a
remember
fluke.
who won the whole tournament? I feel like I should know it, and for whatever reason, it's just
I'm gonna
Kind of
guess, knowing us, it was
We're all about-
Maz Kashia.
no.
Just
I
kidding.
mean, who
Just kidding.
won? Who won
Oh,
the entire tournament?
You mean
We're
like
all
the
about-
predictions?
We're all about progress. Doesn't matter who won. It's just about this year.
Got you. Did you win last year?
Oh
Dang,
yeah, I
that
did.
face, though.
Yeah.
That face though.
For anybody not watching us on twitch.tv / Zelda Cast, by the way, you should have seen my ugly, smug face that I just made at Al. Yeah, I am the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of Musical March Madness. So, before we do anything else, acknowledge me. You guys are
Oh,
wrestling
God.
fans, though. You wouldn't get that.
Jeez.
And-
Well,
and-
Andy, I guess we'll see what happens this year. I I tend to do okay, like for the first 3/4, I want to say. Maybe first half. And then it all goes downhill.
Right.
But this year I didn't care at all. I was just winging it. I don't even care. It probably is going to go horribly from the start. So
So I will say we did tweak the point system actually a little bit to. So the way that the point system works previously had been in like increments. They doubled basically every round. So for a first round prediction that you got right, you got 1 point. A second round prediction that you got right, you got 2 points. 4 points, 8 points, 16 points, and then you got 32 points for picking the right winner. So that obviously incentivizes people. Like, you can have a really rough bracket, but if you pick like the right 2 songs for the finals, you're going to end up doing really good. And we've changed that this year so that instead it goes 1 point, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So you get rewarded for getting more matchups correctly, even if your predictions are like for the end of the tournament aren't necessarily, I guess, all that accurate, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit tweaked this year, so a little bit more wide open. I filled out my bracket, and I actually think that this year is the most complete wide open year that we've ever had. Like, I feel like in years past, like those 4 songs that we mentioned were kind of like the heavies, and everything else is like just kind of below it. I think that there's like 8 songs that could actually win. So
what do you usually do with musical March Madness, Corey?
I'm always awesome.
Okay.
Musical March Madness and Fall Brawl, I am always right near the top. I have held the number 1 spot in those tournaments multiple times for multiple weeks, and then something always goes wrong.
Oh, I will say that in Fall Brawl,
at some point.
I think it was Fall Brawl. I don't know. All this stuff starts to blend together for me. I've been with this website for like 9 years now, but like Fall Brawl, I think I got 2nd place this last year.
You know, I really feel I empathize with that, because it's tough to win. You know, it takes a certain fortitude and a certain steeliness to be able to climb to the top of the mountaintop. So, I mean, Corey, if there's anything I can help you with,
I mute this guy.
Good Lord.
Okay, so for anyone that that hasn't shut the show off yet. So what you do is, just like regular March Madness, you can go to zeldadungeon.net right now and fill out a bracket, and you have to predict like literally the entire contest. So you start from like the first match, and you will do it all the way to the very championship match, and you pick your winner, etc., etc. And the person that has the most points at the end is going to win some Zelda Dungeon swag from the Zelda Dungeon merch store. You know, I never got anything last year. I don't know who I need to call about this, but
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you can win. You can win some swag. Just go and fill out a bracket. Predictions are open until Wednesday, so predictions will close when the tournament starts. So you have to go and fill out a prediction, and it's who you think will win, not who you want to win, not what your personal favorites are. Who you think the vast majority of the Zelda Dungeon audience is going to vote to win. So just throwing that out there, because my favorite songs, they don't do very well in this, so I don't pick them to do all that great, which is fine, because a lot of my favorite songs are, like, they do really well, but just throwing that out there. Some people have a hard time kind of separating, like, what they really like versus, like, what's popular, so
yeah,
I've seen that.
I'm one of those people.
I've seen that be a downfall of some people who finish in second or maybe near the top a lot, but ultimately can't take that top prize away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So, all that being said, the 3 of us today are going to make a bracket based on who we want to win, not who we think we're going to win. So,
confuse everyone further.
Yes. And we're only doing this just to have a little bit of fun, just to play around or whatever. I think our bracket usually is done pretty miserably in years past, talking about the ones that we want to win. But hey, what can we say? Okay, so that being said, we are going to now start predicting. Well, not predicting, I guess, but we're going to pick our favorites of musical March Madness. And I guess does anybody have anything that we need to go over before we kind of get going here? Have we covered all the rules of engagement? Everyone knows kind of the score?
I think we've got the rules of engagement. I do remember thinking, like, which version are we talking about when it comes to some of these songs, but I think when we get there, we can discuss it.
Yes, we can do that. Okay. Then let Musical March Madness 2023 commence. And let's start off with our first matchup in the first division. We have the title theme of the original Legend of Zelda, the one that started it all, versus the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time. And, I mean, come on. This isn't a contest, right?
We'll say that Temple of Time in Ocarina of Time is like a really cool sounding song. But
it is. Yeah.
But it's not as substantial and great as the title theme, which evolves in the next 37 years from its creation. So, say title theme.
So I had a little bit of a hand in the seeding of this tournament, but I left most of it up to Moss, and I think Temple of Time could be a contender in like a I don't know, a 10, 8, 9 somewhere, like seed like that, but certainly not up against the title theme from Legend of Zelda. So
right,
I feel like that's an easy one that moves on. Yeah. Okay, so the next one that we've got is the Queen Rotella theme from Twilight Princess, which is kind of like a really nice remix of the Serenade of Water from Ocarina of Time, against the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time. And this is a great matchup because the Water Temple has never featured before. Personally, I'm going to vote for Queen Rotella because I just really love that theme. I love the Serenade of Water, but I think this could actually be a pretty good match, a close match.
What do you think,
really
Corey?
Hard. I think if you ask me on any given day, my answer might be different because I love both of these themes. I think just to make it interesting, I'm going to go Water Temple because that's one of my favorite dungeon themes in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset either way, definitely.
Interesting. I feel like the Water Temple theme is actually triggering for a lot of people. So it's a little disquieting, to be honest. And when people think of, I know now that the Water Temple is not that hard, but I feel like a lot of people think that way, and maybe I feel like the theme might be a little triggering. So, and I like Rotella. It's very calm and very like you do yoga to Rotella's theme. So I'm gonna go with Rotella's theme.
Okay.
Zelda music to do yoga too. That's the next
Zelda Dungeon Marathon. Well, let's do yoga in the background. Okay. Yes. So we got Queen Rotella moving on. That's confirmed?
Yes.
Okay. Next matchup. You know what I'm going to do for you guys right here? I'm going to say Fi's Farewell. How about that?
Yes.
Fi's Farewell
That's
versus
so
a newcomer to Musical March Madness, the Shrine theme from Breath of the Wild. So, I mean, I think the Shrine theme is a fun little jingle, but what can we say?
It's kind of unfair putting it up against Fi's Farewell.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the Shrine theme off the top of my head right now.
It's almost like a series of noises versus it does have a tune.
A lot of Breath of the Wild music is like that.
Yeah, it's more of the ambience of being in a shrine and a puzzle.
Emotional and powerful. So.
Okay, well, I think we got a good. So we're punching Fi's Farewell into the next round. I think we got a good matchup here, and I'm gonna go last. Actually, we have Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time, which should be an absolute powerhouse, but it is up against one of my low-key favorite songs in the series, the After Boss Battle theme from Twilight Princess. And I don't know if that's the actual name, but it's like a very slowed down, sweet, melodic version of Midnight's Lament, and I really love it. So I don't know, but I really love Hyrule Field. So Al, why don't you go first?
I think it's called Boss Defeated. And yeah, I would agree. And it's like, this is one of those things where when we were doing the title screen music, we were having a hard time picking something for Twilight Princess. And I was thinking Midna's theme because it has its little inserts in a lot of other music in Twilight Princess, including this song. I love the After Boss Battle. I mean, I love Hyrule Field too from Ocarina of Time. It's classic, but there's something about After Boss Battle that's just really calming, especially after a very powerful, iconic boss fight. So I would pick After Boss Battle.
Okay, Corey.
That's surprising. That's surprising to me.
Why?
You guys are usually very strong on Ocarina of Time, and now I'm the one that's going Ocarina of Time.
Oh man, don't do this to me.
I feel like you can't. That's a great theme, and you're right that it's the main theme that's is called the Ballad of Twilight. When you get the wolf song, that's the melody that's in basically every song in Twilight Princess, and I love that about it. That's a great song. It's not Ocarina of Time Hyrule Field, which it's like that's like a 7-minute loop. It's constantly changing. It's bombastic and exciting, and
It has
I don't
so
know.
many memories attached to it as well. Like
Yeah.
that I think you can't separate as well.
I wouldn't be mad, you know.
I was hoping that you
think
guys would pick like 2 and 2 on something, so I didn't have to weigh in.
Well, another point for you, Andy, like that main melody that's in the boss defeated in Twilight Princess, that's not even my favorite version of that melody in the game. I think there's better versions of that melody in the game. So,
I mean that's fair. Like I really love that. And by the way, Corey, I'm noticing that the desk you have in the background, I have the identical desk. Literally, I'm sitting at the identical desk right now. Yeah, it's like
from IKEA,
yeah, from IKEA. Yeah.
IKEA. I went there a couple weekends ago.
I can't. You don't have an IKEA, right? In town? Is that my
Not in
thinking
town.
right?
I went to Portland, Oregon. That's where they have it closest
Okay.
to
my
me.
closest one is across the state.
Okay, I'm just trying to delay picking a winner here. You know what? Listen. I think that Hyrule Field is probably the better theme, but maybe just because like we obviously know that it's going to get crushed in the actual tournament. Maybe I'll go with Twilight Princess here, just to throw it a bone.
All right.
Just to
So-
throw off
so
all the
after
listeners who know,
Although I feel
who know it.
I think it's just because I'm here and Andy wants to disagree with me.
I do feel a little bit slimy now though going up against Hyrule Field. It's not
You could
something
do
I thought I
yoga
would
to
do.
the after boss battle.
Okay, well,
do yoga
I
to-
guess.
Hyrule Field too. It'd just be super exciting yoga.
It would be like the Zoom class where like sometimes it's nice and peaceful and like then it's like
Yeah,
no you're going.
That's the high intensity yoga.
Yeah. Okay,
Hot yoga.
we got the Dark World from A Link to the Past going up against Tower of the Gods. I actually recommended Tower of the Gods because I think it's a really cool track. It reminds me of like Final Fantasy. But that being said, again,
Again, it's like not fair
Dark World.
putting it up against God Dark World.
yeah.
Dark World is one that I have predicted to win this tournament multiple times, and it's gotten towards the top multiple times.
Hmm.
But Dark World is a juggernaut.
Yeah. I usually
Of
predict
Zelda.
that Dark World makes it pretty far as well.
Do we want to reveal who we had? I think we've all submitted predictions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Do we
I
want
have
to keep
not.
that close
I have
to the?
none.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't then, because I don't want Corey to steal my winner.
I'm gonna copy.
Okay, let's keep on moving here. So Dark World moves on to the second round. We've got a kind of a stinker matchup here, to be honest with you. We got Farewell Hyrule King, which is a favorite of Mossy's, which is why he put it up against the Farron Woods Silent Realm. Yeah,
Stinker of
Um,
a matchup. What?
I think it's kind of a stinker. Both of these are just kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of indifferent. I will say that Farewell Hyrule King it's like a slowed down melodic version of Hyrule Castle. You know, OG Hyrule Castle,
Yeah.
which is fine. But like Faron Silent Realm it's actually Faori's Silent Realm, I believe. But like, I don't know, it's cool and it's got like this kind of cool eerie jingle, and I actually chose that one over Farewell Hyrule King, which is more nostalgic, actually.
I was
You
leaning
guys are
towards that as well.
Crazy. Oh my god. Oh.
This is why we brought Corey on.
All right, I'm out.
We're gaslighting the heck out of
How?
Corey right now.
Farewell Hyrule King is like the most emotional song in that game. I just finished Wind Waker for Gooey's Dungeon Dive. Shout out Gooey's Dungeon Dive, by the way. Go check that
Nice.
out. And it's amazing. That moment is one of the most emotional and impactful. And that version of the song is better than the original Hyrule Castle in my book. That's crazy that you two don't. Oh my.
Should we send the
Go to
Farron
the next
Silent Realm to the next round, Al?
We should have got Corey some coffee.
Yeah. Okay. You probably could have convinced me if you were indifferent to vote for Farewell Hyrule King, but now.
Dang, Gina. This is just because I'm indifferent about the two. Like, I don't have strong feelings. So I apologize. I didn't
You know what,
realize this
too?
was going to trigger somebody.
Because like it starts off slow. You're saying it starts off slow and melodic, which is true, and then it gets to a point where it starts like
Yeah, it does do that. Mhm.
It's so intense, and it comes at a time when the king of Hyrule is abandoning his ancient kingdom for the hope of something new, and it's
I'm taking the
appreciate you,
Farron
Corey.
Silent Realm into the second round. Are you with me, Al?
No, I think Corey's convinced me otherwise.
Okay. Weakling.
Good.
Farewell, Hyrule King
Yes,
moves
Adam.
on. Okay, we have our next matchup in the first division. The Telltale Heights from Link's Awakening versus the Talus theme from Breath of the Wild. I would vote Telltale Heights.
Wait, okay, is this original Link's Awakening or Switch Link's Awakening? Because they both sound different.
Good question. I don't know that we made the distinction. I would assume that essentially every piece of music is going to be the newer version.
Oh, I
from
was
Link's
assuming
Awakening.
original. Okay.
The way I look at it, I kind of just pick whichever version I like better.
I think you
Okay,
could do
fair
that
enough.
as well. Kind of like when we do
Fair enough.
like Fall Brawl. Like you could pick whatever version of Impa you like the best. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough. I really love the Talus theme, but I actually like remixes of the Talus theme better than the original Talus theme. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say Telltale Heights because it's a classic. It's honestly classic, and you can hear it in everything.
Corey.
It's a sweep for Telltale Heights.
Okay.
Talus theme is cool, but Telltale Heights is just...
Yeah, okay, well, sorry, Talus theme. Okay, our last matchup of the first division, we have Rito Village from Breath of the Wild versus the Underworld theme from the OG Legend of Zelda. This is a tough one, actually. I think, I'm tempted to say, like, the Underworld theme, just because it's, like, more original, and Rito Village is basically just, like, a remix of Dragon Roost, but man, it sounds so good. Corey, I don't know. You go first. What do you think? You could convince me either way.
This is a Rito Village for me, because that's also my... I mean, I love Dragon Roost Island, don't get me wrong, that's a fantastic theme, but I actually also prefer the Rito Village version, just because, like, I've heard Dragon Roost Island so many times.
Yeah.
And I think both... Something that's super cool is that, like, the day version and the night version have different instrumentation that have completely different moods. Like, the night version is like a slow acoustic guitar,
You
and
could
it
do
sounds
yoga
like
to
you're
the
sitting by
night
a
version.
campfire. Yeah, you could. You could do yoga to any of these, really.
I can't wait till we get to like the Guardian theme. It's like, oh, you could do yoga to that.
Tendrova.
Yeah. Pakmaz Kashia comes on, like. Okay.
I love it.
Al,
I'm Rito Village.
what do you got?
I'm gonna say Rito Village also. I really love it. I think that Rito Village and like Rivali's theme are some of my favorite music from Breath of the Wild. So that was
Right.
kind of an automatic win for me.
I think I probably would have ended up with Rito Village, but maybe just so that it's not a complete sweep, I'll throw my pity vote to Underworld. But yeah, probably Rito Village. Okay, we've got Kokiri Forest from Ocarina of Time versus the Synth-Rova boss battle theme. Yeah.
This one's tough because Synth-Rova is like so cool. I love that boss battle theme, and I love that it has like little hints of Komei and Katake's theme in it.
Yeah.
But Kokiri Forest
I
is my
mean,
winner.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're all in agreement there. Corey's shaking his head. Okay.
Gotta be, yeah.
Here's a new matchup. 2 new songs for musical March Madness. Mipha's theme versus Agatha's Castle from Twilight Princess. And I think that there's a case for both, but I'm gonna go with Mipha's theme just because I feel like there's a little bit more emotion behind it, and Agatha is just kind of a creepy lady who likes bugs. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Mipha.
What do you think, Corey? Because I'm indifferent.
I like both of these, and this was a little tough, but I'm actually kind of in agreement with Andy that, like, the Mipha's theme is just like, it has that emotion behind it, and it emphasizes, like, exemplifies her character really well.
Yeah,
So,
I would agree, and
gotta
I
go
do
Mipha's
kind of
theme.
like that Sidon's theme is a play off of Mipha's theme too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
So I would say Mipha's theme also. I like Agatha's
I do
Castle.
too.
It's cute,
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't feel very strongly about it.
It is very cute for sure, and I think it could like legit win in the actual tournament. But yeah, Mipha's theme, and then like, actually Age of Calamity had some really like good combat remixes of that theme as well. It actually had really good like music in general. I would say like combat themes for all the champions. So okay, next matchup here we have Low Rule Castle versus the main theme from Triforce Heroes. Let me try and say that again. Low Rule Castle versus the Triforce Heroes main theme. This isn't even a question. Not even a
I mean,
debate.
it kind of is. I love the Triforce Heroes
Triforce-
theme.
Triforce Heroes main theme is incredible. Doesn't even come close
True.
to Low Rule Castle. Not even.
True.
Not even in
It's
the
like
same
unfair.
ballpark.
It's an unfair scene, and I think Andy had something to do with it because he knew everybody
No,
loved
no,
Hyrule
I
Castle.
didn't. So let me full transparency here. So Moss and I picked out we picked out all 64 songs, and then we seeded the top four of each division. So we picked out 16 seeds, so four number ones, four number twos, etc. But we picked those seeds not in terms of like popularity, but like we picked them with the anticipation that there could be and should be some upsets with those. And then after we did like the four seeds, I was like, you could do the rest. I don't care. So if there's bad seeding, the moral of the story is if there's bad seeding, blame Mossies. Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag blame Mossies.
Okay, so Lower Rule Castle is punching its ticket to the next round.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
We've got the legendary hero from Wind Waker up against the Lost Woods of A Link to the Past. And I'm taking the Lost Woods. I love the way that theme sounds. It's so like magical and mysterious, and like it's just I love that theme. Actually, it's probably my favorite theme from A Link to the Past. So I'm booking it to the next round on my vote, anyways.
I agree. I like Lost Woods. Legendary Hero is okay, but it's never been like my favorite from the Wind Waker game. So
Right.
Lost Woods for me.
I think Legendary Hero is great, but I'm actually also gonna go Lost Woods because I think that's a theme that like I wish it stayed around in the series more.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they should bring that back so much more often than they do.
Yeah.
And like this is something that I'm conflicted about whenever I think about like ranking music or whatever, is like do I go based on which song is more of a bop to me or which one is more fitting with the scenario? Because the
Oh
Legendary
yeah.
Hero theme, it like that song tells a story without even having to look at text. But that being said, I would rather listen to the other song. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You know what? Lost Woods from Link to the Past would have fit in really well when you're making your way to Korok Forest in Breath of the Wild.
It really would have. I agree. Like it's tough and it's never the same. Like when you're ranking songs, like sometimes, as Corey said, like it's like okay, like Hyrule Field, for example, like you have all that memory and emotion that goes with it, and then you also, some songs just like this just sounds cool to listen to if it comes on shuffle. So yeah, but I think that Lost Woods kind of has both of that for me, and I really do like Legendary Hero, but yeah, you know what, Lost Woods doesn't get enough love, so it could punch its ticket to the next round. All right. Skyward Sword's version, how about that, of Zelda's Lullaby versus the main theme of Age of Calamity. And I had the Skyward Sword version of Zelda's Lullaby play at my wedding, so that's my, where I'm voting. I walked out to that, actually, yeah. I had just taken a shot of tequila, and then I walked out to Zelda's Lullaby.
I love it.
I was very nervous. I needed some tequila.
What?
understandable.
What are your guys' thoughts on the main theme of Age of Calamity? I'm curious.
It's pretty good.
Honestly, like Age of Calamity music kind of just makes me sick now. It plays, especially that map theme. The na 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 na.
Yeah, and that's
like,
part of the main theme. Yeah.
God. No, it's that game had fun when I was playing it. Left a very sour taste in my mouth, and like that theme like just loops and loops and loops, and you hear it forever. So it's not even that compared to my favorite version of Zelda's Lullaby. It's not even.
Yeah,
it's not
That's
even
fair. I also chose Zelda's Lullaby from Sky because it's so beautiful. It's like such a beautiful version of that. And I was just like, when I saw main theme from Age of Calamity, I was really curious about how people, because I feel like a lot of people feel the same way we do, where it was fun to play the game, but now it's kind of like, I don't know if I'll ever revisit Age of Calamity.
No, never. And like, well, that's the thing I was kind of just talking about with Mifa is like, I think Age of Calamity has like, for the most part, like really, really great music. It's fun to play. Like, there's lots of things like while you're playing Age of Calamity, it's like, this is really like great, but I never want to play it again. And I like, I do. I feel like very just like put off by Age of Calamity, So yeah, which is, I guess we're taking it out on poor main theme, but I mean, let's be honest, it was never going to compete with Zelda's Lullaby anyways. Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
We have the trailer theme from Twilight Princess versus the most overrated song in the series, Mulgara from Wind Waker. I don't get Mulgara. I don't
either.
I don't get it.
I like the intro.
Make any sense.
I like the
Doesn't
intro of
make any
Mulgara,
sense.
but I don't like the like main bit of Mulgara.
It doesn't make sense that you both like Monk Mazkoshia, but you don't like Mulgara, because it's like the same
They
thing.
don't sound.
That's
No.
like, that's
Yes,
like
they do.
saying that's
They're
like
both-
saying,
they're
oh well,
both
you
very-
should like these two songs because they both have guitars.
No, they both have very fast RPMs. They're both very percussion heavy, and then they get into like a flute or wind instrument section at the drop, and that's exactly
Okay.
what both of them are.
That's fair. So here's the thing. I am not like musically talented. I don't understand the language whatsoever. People are always I was actually talking about this with Star Wars. People will be like, "Oh my god, the music in that part was so amazing." And I was like, "I didn't even notice." You know? So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like comparing two songs with that kind of thing, I don't pay attention. But like the Mulgara, it's like this nail on the chalkboard sound to me, at least. Versus like you got this really boppy techno flute sounding in Monk Mass Kashia.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like the intro, like I was saying, the that sound. I like that bit,
Yeah,
but then
that
it gets
part's
into
okay.
but then it gets into this like super high pitched fluty thing, and I don't care for it.
Yeah,
But you
I'm
like
sorry.
that in Monk Mass Kashia?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
it sounds
Yeah,
different. I'm gonna
All
play
right,
these
sure.
songs back to back.
You know what my
and
father
compare.
told me?
Oh God.
He said, I may not know art, but I know what I like. And I know what I don't like, and I don't like Mulgara. So there we go.
We need like one of those daily calendars
words
with,
from
with
Mr. Spiteri.
things that Andy's father told him.
All right, moving on. The Song
Oh,
of Healing. Jesus.
Wait, did we
talk
decide? Did
about
we
the
even
trailer
pick?
Regardless, the
trailer theme is
way
going
better
on.
than
Yeah,
both of those.
yeah, true.
So,
Yeah, it's a cool theme. It's like it always gives me Phantom of the Opera vibes for whatever reason, just because that shot of Midna that comes up and like it's a cool theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously it's moving on. Okay. The Song of Healing versus this all-time classic, Zelda's Adventure main theme. Al, I wonder if you could hum the Zelda's Adventure main theme for us.
You know, I had to listen to it before this episode. It's like 30 seconds long, and
Oh, boy.
I still don't even know what it is.
so it doesn't have high hummability.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have hummability.
I could totally just see it's like a 10-second loop that just goes and goes and goes and goes. Like,
And then like every 10 seconds you need like a 30-second like pause for the loading. Yeah.
oh boy. I have no idea what that song is. Obviously Song of Healing is going to win.
Yeah.
Do we need to waste any more time on this? We've got other things to attend to. Including our next matchup, which is actually a great matchup. We've got the Minish Woods up against the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time. Corey, what are your thoughts on this?
Minish Woods, far and away.
Really?
Minish
Okay.
Woods. Not even
Yes.
close. Not even close.
I was
love
actually worried.
Well, you were talking about like the music of Minish Cap last episode, and like the music is awesome, and I've loved Minish Cap music. I think Minish Village is better than Minish Woods, but Minish Woods
Okay.
is also fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Minish Woods is like the top tier song of that whole game. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Spirit Temple, but I don't know, it's more of a vibe with Spirit Temple than a song. So I feel like I love Minish Woods more.
Really? I
Yes.
was totally gonna vote. Well, I am voting Spirit Temple. It's one of my favorite tracks in the series, actually. I like maybe top 10 or close. So I'm not mad about Minish Woods moving on though by any means. Okay, we are starting a new division here, and oh geez, so we've got Clocktown versus the Tingles Rosy Rupee Land main theme, and let me tell you a story.
Why is that on here?
Well, it's on there because like we needed a jobber for the first round, right? Something that we knew was going to get clobbered. And so I sent Mossies a song from Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love. It's the main theme from that game, and he completely botched it putting it in there. So it's actually not the main theme from Tingle's Rosy Repland at all. But
Yeah, because I was trying to look it up. Is it like what, the name file song?
well, there is no main theme from. I don't think there's a main theme from Tingle's Rosy Repland. What I sent him a URL for like there's a song that plays in Balloon Trip of Love while you're like trying to court ladies in that game, and you give them presents and stuff like that. And there's this really like ridiculous song that plays while you're doing this, and it's like if you give them a gift that they like and it like increases their hearts or whatever, there's like this little jingle that happens. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Clocktown's moving on, obviously, but
Right.
you know.
Well, that's kind of lame because I wasn't able to. I just found like the name, title, screen theme, which was actually kind of a bop, but like,
Yeah.
you know, Clocktown.
Yeah. Okay. This is a This is a case of bad seeding on Mr. Hagopian's part here, because I think both of these songs are strong. Next matchup, we have the Great Sea from Wind Waker going up against the Breath of the Wild main theme. I'm going to vote the Breath of the Wild main theme, but I feel like both of these could be in a position maybe like a 4 or 5. So like this is like a second round matchup to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. I actually don't. Allison, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna say I just lost my place, but I'm gonna say main theme Breath of the Wild. I think Great Sea has good hummability, but I also get sick of it really fast.
Off the charts.
Yeah.
I get sick of it because you're on the ocean so much, you know?
That's fair.
It's true. Too much water.
Too much ocean.
Compared to Breath of the Wild main theme, which you barely hear
At all.
in the game.
Like,
but I think I would also go Breath of the Wild main theme.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think
Except
like...
for that weird pause in that song. I still don't understand it, but
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I think like too much is worse than too little. So I think you hear the Great Sea too much and you don't hear Breath of the Wild main theme enough. So I'll take that one over that. Okay, I have a spicy meatball here for you guys. With the next matchup is the Hidden Village of Twilight Princess versus Kaepora Gabora from Ocarina of Time. And I have to say, so I pushed for Kaepora Gabora to get in here because it's low key a favorite of mine. So I'm voting for the owl. For the owl to move on, the Court of Owls. What do you think, Allison? Are you gonna do the right thing?
I like Kaepora Gabora, but I like remixes of it better. I think Hidden Village is like such a bop though, so I'm gonna say Hidden Village to be honest. I like it better.
Corey, do you remember when I voted Farewell Hyrule King for you?
No, that didn't happen. I'm gonna go Hidden Village.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I should pull the Kaepora Gabora. Are you
I should
sure?
send you-
No. Yes.
Andy, I should send you my favorite remix of Kaepora Gabora. I think you would like it.
I really love
That's
the Zelda or not Zelda and Chill, but there's like a Nintendo and Chill version. It's really great, made by Mikkel's brother.
That's actually a tough matchup for me, though.
I love that theme. It's just such a there comes a point where like you're sick of Kaepora Gabora, obviously at the beginning of the game, but like every time I see him at the Spirit Temple, I'm like overjoyed to see him. I'm just like, wow, I know you. Like you're back.
True, because it does take a long time between the last time you saw him and then the Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's familiar. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I tried. Okay. Wow, this is another tough one, at least for me. So we've got the main theme of Tears of the Kingdom going up against Hyrule Town from the Minish Cap. And I'm going to vote for Hyrule Town because that song makes me so happy. Every time I go into Hyrule Town, I'm always just sitting there just like do 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 do. So like it makes me happy. I do think that the main theme from Tears of the Kingdom is pretty good so far, but I guess like we're missing a lot of context. It's just played over a couple trailers thus far, so I think that gives a slight edge for me for Hyrule Town. I don't know. What about you guys?
Corey, what are your thoughts?
I'm going Tears of the Kingdom theme. And like I'm a champion for Minish Cap's music too, and that is an awesome track in the game. I get the same happy feelings too, but like the theme so far, and I agree that I want to see like how they use it in game, or I want to just hear more of it, but especially the trailer where they revealed it. I think you guys were a lot less excited about that trailer than I was when it came out, and like since then, like that theme gives me those chills and excitement vibe, and it's one of the most epic songs that they've used for trailers, I think.
I agree. I was gonna say that. So when we first heard it, I think I was like the underwhelmingness of the trailer kind of like
away.
I said, I don't notice things like that right away. So it took me a little bit of re-listening to it, but especially in this last trailer that we had where they had all this other music added to it, which isn't really fair, but that's just how I think about it. I think it's epic. I think it's like almost on par with like Ballad of the Goddess trailer music for Skyward Sword. So I'm gonna go with Tears of the Kingdom on that one.
Right. I guess I don't disagree actually with anything you guys said. I kind of get the similar vibes with like the Breath of the Wild main theme, just because I'll never forget watching that first trailer where they like revealed the name or whatever. One thing, I guess I'm not sure actually if the Tears of the Kingdom theme has like that breakdown part at the end where it's just kind of like do Lord's like playing in reverse or whatever. Because I really like that part. I don't know if that's part of the same theme or not, but
I want to say that's gonna be like quote unquote Ganondorf's theme.
Like it sounds like it. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We have got the title theme of the Wind Waker going up against Alien Invasion from Majora's Mask. Fun little matchup. You know, I think I told this story maybe last year, but I was replaying Wind Waker 2 years ago now at this point or whatever, and I don't know, it never clicked with me how much I don't think I ever realized how much I loved that title theme until I was like replaying it, and I would just load up the game and just not press pause just because I wanted to listen to it. It just made me like so happy listening to that theme, and like just it puts a smile on my face just like that incredible theme. So that's my vote.
I say title theme as well. Alien Invasion is kind of stuck in my head because of the trauma from playing that as a child.
It's a fun little theme.
Yeah, well, it's creepy. But I'd say title theme from Wind Waker. I'd say I'm like about ready to switch my ringtone back to title theme from Wind Waker. Right now it's Rivali's theme, so.
Oh yeah, you should switch that for sure.
I love Rivali's theme. It's so pretty.
You should switch it to the Baby Metroid theme.
Baby Metroid, I love that guy.
Yeah. Are you also going all the way on
Yes.
Wind Waker title theme? Yeah, I think
Not even close.
yeah.
Okay. Not even close.
Let's keep it rolling here. We have got Kakariko Village from A Link to the Past going up against Gerudo Town from Breath of the Wild. Al, what say you? It's actually kind of a tough matchup.
It's an okay for me. It's like Kakariko Village isn't really my favorite from A Link to the Past, so I would say Gerudo Town. Gerudo Town was like pretty good in Breath of the Wild, so it's not the same like as Ocarina of Time Gerudo Town, but like
Right.
I like it a lot. So I'm gonna go with Gerudo Town.
This is too hard. Because, like, you said Kakariko from A Link to the Past. Is this one where I can use other versions of Kakariko Village? Because, like, that's one of my favorite themes in the series, but I think the A Link to the Past version isn't, like,
It
my
says
favorite.
in parentheses A Link to the Past.
I think we gotta keep, because like they're
Alright.
pretty
If it's
different. Like, because Twilight
They
Princess
are.
doesn't sound like Ocarina, which doesn't
No.
really sound
But
like.
I mean, like, the ones where it does
Even Breath
use
of the
the
Wild is
same
different.
theme, which would be, like, Ocarina of Time, A Link Between Worlds, A Link to the Past, like that.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay, I
still
think
gonna
that's okay.
I'm still going to go Kakariko because I think that theme needs to come back all the time. I think that should be like a staple, a serious staple. And the Milk Bar version of that in A Link Between Worlds and the A Link Between Worlds version are like
It's pretty
chef's
good in A
kiss.
Link Between Worlds. I agree.
We were Moss and I, when we were putting this together, we were talking briefly about some A Link Between Worlds themes, and I was like, I actually like, I like the music of A Link Between Worlds, but my favorite music is the Milk Bar with like, you can hear all like the cool remixes and stuff, or covers, I guess would be the better word. I think I'm gonna go Gerudo Town. I think, just because I kind of like it too, and I don't know. I really, when I put my brackets together, I actually don't think. I just like immediately pick, and I'm just like my bracket was submitted in like 3 minutes. So yeah, Gerudo Town, let's go. Okay, next matchup, we have got the Realm Overworld theme from Spirit Tracks up against the Zant Battle from Twilight Princess. And this is actually a tough one for me, because I think that the Zant Battle theme is like pretty bonkers, and I kind of like it.
It is pretty bonkers.
It's probably not bonkers enough for me to pick it over this the Realm Overworld, but I think it might be closer than people think.
This is just regular, like, overworld Spirit Tracks, right? Not like when you go into the dark realm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure yet. Corey, you go first.
Yeah, it's the Spirit Tracks Realm Overworld. That keeps me going in that game. And I'm not saying like the Xanth battle theme is bad because it's awesome, but like not the same cool battle theme that you hear once. That's just exciting and fun versus like the best song in the game.
Yeah,
Like
fair.
it's Realm Overworld for me.
I
Yep.
want to say that for Zant, they also doesn't it also like when you're fighting him in the different ways that you fought the
It
bosses
changes,
before,
yeah.
doesn't it change the song?
It
I
does.
Yeah.
kind of
Well, it's like
love
the
that.
same. It changes like it adds in different elements of the
Right.
songs from like the Blazetta fight or whatever. It starts
Right.
doing like the chorus choir or whatever.
Now, to be fair, Al, you could also say the same thing about Realm Overworld though, because like when you're in like the Wood Realm or like the Snow Realm, there is like a little bit of different instruments that plays with it for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, and with Zant's song, it's making me think of like Hyrule Castle or not Laurel Castle and like Ganon's castle or tower, whichever it is in Ocarina of Time, where as you get higher up, the music like changes and like gets more
Mhm.
bombastic. But that's kind of how I feel about Zant too, which I love. So I mean, here's my thing about Spirit Tracks. I love that overall, the Overworld song, but like it's like constant and it's like always there, and you know you only get one chance to listen to Zan's battle theme. So I don't know, it's hard for me. I'll probably go with
Just
Spirit
take
Tracks, but
well,
Zant is such a good song though.
pick whatever you like. Spirit Tracks has already moved on, so I mean, if you want to throw Xant a
Oh, okay.
bone,
I'll throw Zant a bone.
okay. Let's move on. Romance in the Air from Skyward Sword versus Hateno Village from Breath of the Wild, and I'm gonna vote Romance in the Air because it's a nice little song.
This is the toughest matchup of the bracket for me.
It's pretty tough.
This is crazy. I feel like both of these in my book would be like one or two seeds. I think these are both like incredible songs. And they're both like they both fit perfectly with the scenario. They're both awesome to listen to outside of the game.
Yeah, I have a hard time with this too. I know a lot of people have like very strong feelings about Romance in the Air, and I sort of feel that way, but I really, really, really like Hateno Village, so I'm gonna go with Hateno.
Ah,
Well,
what do I
Corey,
do?
what say you?
I'm gonna pull a classic. We did this on Tier Force Heroes because I can't decide. I'm gonna flip
Oh,
a ketchup packet to
Ketchup?
determine
Why
which
is that
one it will
ketchup
be.
Are we
packet
back
there?
in 2018
In
when
case-
me and Taylor were doing this flipping a USB stick?
In case we need to make a decision, a condiment packet has to be flipped. So heads is romance, tails is the other one.
This is what we're doing here on the show. We're flipping ketchup packets.
It's
Tails!
It's Hateno.
It's Hateno? Okay.
Hateno.
Well, thanks, Ketchup. You helped us out here. Okay.
Ketchup.
Hyrule Field, the Twilight Princess version of Hyrule Field versus Mabe Village from Link's Awakening. And I am choosing violence. So I'm taking Mabe Village because I don't really care for Hyrule Field from Twilight Princess at all. And I really like Mabe Village.
Corey, go first so I can listen to Maid Village really quick.
I'm going Twilight Princess Hyrule Field. I feel like that is like actually the main theme of Twilight Princess because it has that main melody in it and it does the thing that Ocarina of Time does where it's like it'll gradually change to different instrumentations and it's a super long loop, which I really appreciate when songs have really long loops because it's not just like the melody that's 30 seconds and then it does it over and over and over. Which Mabe Village is really nice and it's really cute and it's really quaint, but it is kind of that.
Now, before you make
Actually,
any
in the
decisions,
new-
Al,
Did you see my face as I was listening to Maid Village?
the hummability metrics are off the charts. The analytics of it are crazy.
Oh, same with Hyrule Field.
Yeah, but that's the kind of humming that you don't want. You don't want to be humming that. Like, does that sound good to you? No. Does this sound good?
Well,
though?
yeah,
No,
because
you're
you made it
doing
sound
Do,
dumb.
do, 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 do.
I think I'd rather honestly
Oh
listen
my
to
God.
Twilight
Are
Princess.
you absolutely kidding me
In
right
this,
now?
yeah, in this matchup, yes.
You know what though?
Ugh.
The new Link's Awakening Mabe Village, it has a part like after it does the toy box thing where it gets into like a really deep like bass clarinet that does the melody and it's awesome.
You know what I have to say to that?
I can't hear anything.
Okay, well,
now.
I pulled up a YouTube video of people booing other people.
Oh, okay.
Take your word for it. I
Didn't come
hear
across
it,
as I was hoping. Okay, fine. Hyrule Field is moving on. We have let me try that again in English. We have Stone Tower Temple, kind of a tongue twister if you need to say it fast, versus Outset Island from the Wind Waker. And I actually think this is a pretty easy pick. I'm taking Outset Island.
I know Andy loves Stone Tower Temple.
This is a hard one.
I think the music is fine. It's just like I think Outset Island is really nice.
Here's the thing. I don't like playing Stone Tower Temple. I think the music is pretty decent though. But it's up against Outside Island, and I love Outside Island, and I love like when you hear the little bits of the Kokiri Forest in it. I love it. So I'm gonna say Outside Island. It's kind of unfortunate that Stone Tower Temple is against Outside Island, to be honest. In both ways, because I think it could go either way, to be honest.
I'm glad I don't have to decide, because that's very difficult for me, because I love both of these songs. So I'll just throw Stone Tower Temple a bone then, because it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Okay, we have the title theme of Ocarina of Time against the battle theme of Adventure of Link. And let me tell you something. I think that Adventure of Link theme is good, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
I agree.
Come on. Okay.
Although if it was like the castle theme from Smash Bros, I think it might be a different story.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because we're not there yet. Okay, let's move on. Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past versus the Lumpy Pumpkin from Skyward Sword. I could be convinced either way, actually. I'm leaning obviously more towards Hyrule Castle, but I like the Lumpy Pumpkin. It's very it's very soothing.
Lumpy Pumpkin is nice, but I can't I don't know, I can't go against Hyrule Castle. I feel like that is the most.
I think I'm with you.
That's a bop to listen to, and also it's so fitting in like the context of the game. It's like you get the message from the princess and you break into the castle and you rescue her from the dungeons and you have to escape and this crazy music is playing and it's like, yeah.
I agree. Like Lumpy Pumpkin, I kind of just had a little moment when I was listening to it, but nice. I mean, like Hyrule Castle that's like my favorite. I shouldn't say favorite. That was the first song that stuck into my head about Zelda because that was our first Zelda game when I was a kid. So it's like one of the initial themes that you hear, and it's got so much nostalgia, so many memories, so much power to it. I'm gonna go with Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past for sure.
Yeah, as soon as
even though Lumpy Pumpkin warms my heart.
Yeah. Okay,
nice.
This is actually kind of a fun matchup here because we got the Song of Storms versus Ocarina of Time from Ocarina of Time versus Hyrule Circuit from Mario Kart 8. I actually really like Hyrule Circuit from Mario Kart 8. I like it a lot. And I don't love... I wouldn't say Song of Storms is one of my favorite songs from Ocarina of Time. But is it that far down enough where Hyrule Circuit can challenge it?
I don't know what Hyrule Circuit sounds like, so I kind of de facto have to vote for Song of Storms.
I actually just played it in my ear really quickly.
It's like Hyrule Warriors style metal guitar Zelda music.
It's like a Smash version of a song where it's kind of like bombastic and...
Oh, you know what? Maybe I have heard it then, because that sounds... Is it like a remix of the main theme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just go Song of Storms.
I'm going Song of Storms too because it's fun and it's cool for Mario Kart, but it would never be in my top anything of Zelda music.
I think I have to agree. Okay, next song, Gearheim's theme versus the Temple theme from Super Smash Bros, which is a cover of Palace from Zelda 2, and I'm taking Temple.
I forgot these were stuck together.
That's like one of my favorite themes actually is the Temple theme. So,
Temple rocks.
Yeah.
Temple's incredible.
Are we taking Temple?
No, well if you guys are both I love that I'm looking up Skyward Sword Gearheim's theme and it's titled Lord Gearheim's theme.
Of course.
Sorry, Lord. Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay, we're almost done the first round. We've been going an hour, but we're almost there. This is a damn tough matchup, this next one. And it shouldn't be, because it's a number 3 seed versus a 14 seed. But man, we've got Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild going up against the Earth Temple from the Wind Waker. And I think the Earth Temple theme is awesome. Like, it's so atmospheric.
It is, but I don't think there's a competition.
Yeah.
You know,
it's got
you of all people, I thought you would have been all over Team Earth Temple.
I mean,
I would if it was a different matchup.
Wind Waker's dungeons have better music than people think. A lot of them are super fitting and atmospheric, but like, it's Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild. Like, it's so much more than Earth Temple's theme, you know? There's just so much more going on. It's got the outdoor and indoor versions. It's like the ultimate triumphant, this is it, you're here, the final challenge.
Okay, well, I'm glad that I don't have to pick, because I really like both. And like I really love the Earth Temple. It's like a top 10 dungeon theme for me, for sure. It's just like those drums, like the boof, 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 sounds so cool. But I mean, it is Hyrule Castle. Spoiler, I picked Hyrule Castle to win the tournament.
Oh.
I have no confidence in that, but
it usually performs very well.
I think it has as good a shot as any. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Okay, last matchup of the first round, we have the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time versus Hilda's theme from Link Between Worlds. You know my vote. Although I will say, I do love Hilda's theme.
I picked Forest Temple.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Forest Temple too.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's the first round done. So we have we're gonna rapid fire the rest of the tournament here, because we've already went for a long time, and I think we've given most of our thoughts of these songs, so we can afford to pick up the pace here a little bit. So let's go all the way back. Second round. Let's get it started. The main theme from the first Legend of Zelda, the one that started it all, versus Queen Rutella from Twilight Princess. Probably the main theme, although I really like Queen Rutella. Probably the main theme.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go main theme too. Although I don't know if main theme does main theme ever make it that far in the.
It makes it
performs well, but I don't think it ever makes it like top.
It's like an upper mid card song. Like, it would never challenge for like winning the tournament, but it can usually win like a round or two depending on where it is. And if it was positioned the right way, it could maybe even get to the Elite 8. So we'll see. Okay, Fi's Farewell versus the after boss battle of Twilight Princess. I love that after boss battle, but Farewell is one of my favorite songs in the series. So
same.
Yeah,
gotta be Farewell.
Dark World versus another Farewell, but this time Farewell Hyrule King. Well, farewell Hyrule King, because Dark World is moving on.
Jesus.
So clever.
Oh my God, I'm
sorry, Corey, but I am going Dark World as well.
I'm going Dark World too. What are you
okay.
for?
Well, because you have such strong feelings about Farewell Hyrule King.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Dark World.
Yeah, true. It is true.
Okay. Telltale Heights versus Rito Village from Breath of the Wild.
Telltale Heights for me.
I'm gonna go Rito Village.
I'm gonna go Rito Village too, actually.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Al. Thanks for coming, though.
Yeah, take that.
Okay. Kokiri Forest up against Mifa's theme. I like Mifa's theme a lot, but I mean it's Kokiri Forest, you know.
Yep.
I was gonna go Mifa's theme, but
well, okay, right. 2-1. We're doing okay. This is a matchup I'm interested in. Lorule Castle versus the Lost Woods from A Link to the Past. I have a feeling I'm going to be the outlier here, but I'm going to vote for the Lost Woods because I just really like it.
You're not the outlier. I went for Lost Woods too.
Oh.
Okay, listen. I love Lorule Castle. It's so good, and I love that it like builds. But like, come on, Lost Woods.
Best example of that in the series.
Well,
all right.
Sorry. Okay, Zelda's Lullaby versus the trailer theme from Twilight Princess. This is another easy one for me.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Nah.
Come on. Trailer theme.
It's Zelda's Lullaby with the harp, the emotion, it plays during the best scene in the series when Zelda goes to sleep. I mean, just
Yeah,
Twilight
but like,
Princess
okay,
trailer
listen,
theme.
I love it, Andy. But like, you only hear the trailer thing from Twilight Princess once, and
I
it's like
also want to
so
say
epic.
Who
the,
cares?
the Twilight Princess trailer theme has Zelda's Lullaby in it.
It does. It does. I'm going with the trailer thing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Boo!
One of the best pieces of music composed for Zelda.
What a bunch of
It's incredible.
garbage. All right, the Song of Healing versus Minish Woods. And I like the Song of Healing, but I think I'm going to take the Minish Woods because I don't like. I really like the Song of Healing, like the messaging behind it, but the actual music itself is like kind of like it's a good theme, but it's not like an upper tier theme for me. And for whatever reason, I'm able to separate a lot of the scenes that play in the game versus like the music itself, which I don't always do, but for this one I do, I guess. I don't know. So I'm taking Minish Woods. I again suspect I am the outlier.
Corey, what do you think? I
gonna take
feel
Minish Woods.
conflicted.
Okay.
Sorry.
My only fight for Song of Healing is that I can't separate it from its meaning. So I
think
but I
that's fair.
agree that it sounds like the sound Minish Woods is better. So I'm okay with taking Minish Woods, but I just like I have such strong feelings for the Song of Healing.
Okay, fair enough. Well, sorry, Song of Healing, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to vote Minish Woods again next round. Clocktown versus the main theme from Breath of the Wild. Now, I just want to throw something out there for your consideration. In years past, I'm pretty sure that on our Zelda Cast, like who do we want to win, whatever, we're doing it for fun. We picked Clocktown to win. So I like Clocktown better. I do, but I'm going to vote for the Breath of the Wild main theme just for the express purpose of having something different, having something new. So maybe that's not right because I don't like it more than Clocktown, but I do
rigged.
like it.
I'm going Clocktown.
I agree with Clocktown actually. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I love Clocktown. It's such a jam. It changes every day. It like really
Clocktown's a banger.
pulls you into like the life of town. So it's so
Listen,
good.
you don't have to explain it to me. It's one of my favorite songs in the series. I just just to try and
I
get some new blood.
I get it.
All right. So Clocktown, that's a Clocktown for you as well, Corey?
Yeah.
All right. Hidden Village versus the Tears of the Kingdom trailer theme. I'm taking the Tears of the Kingdom trailer theme all day, every day.
Me too.
Samesies.
Oh, okay, well, that was easy. Okay, cool. The title theme of Wind Waker versus Gerudo Town from Breath of the Wild, and I feel like this is another easy one, actually.
Title theme.
For sure.
Title theme,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Not even close.
Okay, Realm Overworld from Spirit Tracks versus Hitano Village from Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
I'm taking Hitano Village. I'm doing it.
I think I'm gonna go with Realm Overworld actually.
I'm gonna go Hateno Village.
Okay, that's fair.
Stronger.
That's fine.
Got those
There
cozy
we go.
vibes.
Okay, what the hell is this matchup? Hyrule Field from Twilight Princess versus Outset Island from the Wind Waker. I'm taking Outset Island. Outset Island is moving on in my bracket.
Corey.
I think I'll go.
I'm ready for
Hyrule
something
Field.
stupid from you guys here. There we go. Jeez Louise.
I like Outset Island. The hummability is better.
Can't be mad about that. That's a good
Oh wait,
song.
what you? I thought you were gonna say I like Outset Island, but you're
No.
just saying I like Outset Island.
She's
Yeah.
taking out some out.
Okay, Al, you're back in the good
Have
books.
some
Okay.
faith, Spiteri. Jeez.
Well, I don't have faith actually because not even that long ago we were talking about what were we talking? Oh yeah, Zelda's
don't even know.
Lullaby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten that, Al. Except I just did. Okay, the title theme of Ocarina of Time versus Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past. This is tough. I mean, I'm gonna take the title.
Yeah,
theme.
it is.
I'm gonna take the title theme, but some respect is
like-
owed to Hyrule Castle.
This is like both the most because we our first game was A Link to the Past, but the game that me and my brothers played together was Ocarina of Time. So it's like I have sentimental value for both, but I think I'm gonna take title theme from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to.
Yeah, it is tough
It's just
though.
too good.
It's
haunting.
It is haunting.
shout out to Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past, and to be fair, we also have another Hyrule Castle that we can talk about here. The Song of Storms versus the Temple theme from Smash Bros. And I'm taking Temple.
That's fair.
Yeah. Temple.
What a great theme. I love that theme. I had to fight to get it back in here, actually. I put it in the first Musical March Madness, and it did not do very well, which surprised me because I feel like it's like one of Smash's like most recognizable songs, but it did not do well at all, so I pushed for it to come back. So I'm happy to see it here. And if only on our bracket, it's going to do well. Okay, Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild versus the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time. And let me preface this with what I just said about Clocktown applies to this as well. Forest Temple is my favorite theme in the series, but we have had it win. I actually think it's won twice on our like fan-made Zelda Cast bracket.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would be okay. I'm not going to vote against it, but if I would be okay if.
I'm gonna go with Hyrule Castle.
That's what I was going with too. Anyways, so
okay. I like having new and go further. Although like Forest Temple, very clearly my favorite song, but I do think it's also time to maybe let something else go. Something else go. Okay.
Love it, let it go.
So we are into the third round, the Sweet 16 as it is known. And our first matchup is the title theme of Legend of Zelda versus Fi's Farewell.
Oof.
And this is where the nostalgia runs out, I think.
I think so too.
interesting.
Come on, all the emotion, Corey. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking. I like the title theme.
I do.
I like that it's specifically the title theme because I like the title theme and like the slightly slowed down, more epic version than like the main overworld version of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I also got to go Fi's Farewell. It's just too.
It's too good.
Strong.
It's too good.
Too strong.
Okay, another matchup here, and I feel like this is the end of the road for a dark horse that went a little bit further than we thought it might. But we have the Dark World up against Rito Village, and I really like Rito Village, but I do think that Dark World is a celebrated song for a reason, and that's my pick.
That's fair. I forgot that you guys sent forward Rito Village because I was just looking at my own, which is up against Telltale Heights. So I was like, ooh, struggle. But we're not even talking about that anymore. So Dark World.
Here we go. This is a doozy of a thing. We got a couple forests going up against each other here. We got Kokiri Forest from Ocarina of Time versus the Lost Woods from A Link to the Past. This is a battle because on one hand you have this very whimsical, magical tune that plays and sets the atmosphere so perfectly versus this like mysterious, haunting, enchanting like vibe of a song that really gives you a sense of adventure. I don't know.
I'm gonna go Lost Woods. Just because it's like, I feel like it's an underrated song and one that definitely should come back, and I much prefer the mysterious vibes versus Kokiri Forest, which it's a great song, but I also think it's a little overrated just because so many people played Ocarina of Time for the first time, and it's like the intro area, so obviously everyone's going to love it. So I'm going.
You're not wrong.
That's fair. I would say Kokiri Forest for me personally.
Oh no.
Understandable, but.
I don't even have any ketchup here, for God's sakes.
I have it right here. Do you want it?
Results aren't binding, but maybe just a courtesy ketchup flip. I don't know, just to set me in the right headspace here.
All right, just for your consideration, Kokiri Forest, Lost Woods.
Okay. Lost Woods.
That's Lost Woods, according to the ketchup.
For the listeners, we're flipping a
According
ketchup
to the
packet.
ketchup. The ketchup doesn't lie.
The ketchup doesn't lie. Think of those ketchup chips, Andy, in Canada.
Yeah, ketchup chips are great. They are.
They are good.
I do. I think I have to go with Kokiri Forest. I do, and I understand what you're saying, Corey, and you're not wrong. Although I would say I don't think it's overrated. But like, Ocarina of Time is my first Zelda, so like it does have that grip.
The weight.
Yes, yep. And it's tough to get away from.
I'm not upset you're disagreeing with me. I'm upset you're disagreeing with the ketchup. That's just a step too far.
I was for consideration, right? Like, I'm not
All
bound
right.
to any ketchup, anything like that. Ketchup chips, I don't know, maybe, but not ketchup packets. That's
You know what? Whenever I flip a coin to make a decision, if I'm disappointed with the results, I always go with the opposite thing. So there you go, Andy.
Yeah, okay. Trailer theme from Twilight Princess versus Minish Woods from the Minish Cap. I'm taking the Minish Woods.
Well, you're gonna lose.
Nah,
So
it's trailer theme, definitely.
Jesus. All right. Well,
If this were Minish Village, it might be different.
ugh. All right. Clocktown versus the trailer theme of Tears of the Kingdom. And
oh, that's a tough one.
to reiterate what I said previously, Clocktown is like one of my favorite songs in the entire series, but it's already won, so I'm gonna take Tears of the Kingdom just because it's new. And I do really like the breakdown at the end, and I'm just gonna lump that all together into one. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Although, Clocktown is my jam, and I think Clocktown could very, very likely win the tournament this year too. I think that's very
Again.
realistic.
Right?
Al,
It's won before.
let's put you on the
Oh.
spot. Are you comfortable
It's
revealing
won
who
ours.
you picked to win?
Yeah, trailer theme from Tears of the Kingdom because I was
Wow, you went all
going
in.
nuts with it. Yeah, so I mean that's who I'm choosing to go forward. Kind of like for the same reason where you're just like Clocktown is just too powerful. But also because like I said, I feel like that theme has given me such like Ballad of the Goddess vibes, TP trailers music vibes. Like it's so good. So that's what I'm
Okay.
going with.
I just
Yeah.
want to something for you to consider, Al. 2 years ago, when we finally got Mossies to put in that epic trailer theme from Breath of the Wild, the 2017 one,
Pretty sure I took that one all the way.
I
Yeah.
picked it to win. It lost in the first round. It was
I know,
miserable.
that's so sad.
So just be careful.
Not surprised.
All right.
I would have voted. I was gonna vote Clocktown, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Sorry,
Sorry,
not
Corey.
sorry.
That's all right.
Title theme from The Wind Waker versus Hateno Village from Breath of the Wild. This is where my support for Hateno runs out, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's got to
Yep.
be the title
Same.
theme. Yeah.
it's gotta be title theme.
okay.
You're the best.
What do you remember off the top of your head what won last year when we did this, Al?
Mm-mm.
I don't remember. If anyone in chat knows, let us know. Okay, next up we have Outset Island versus the title theme from Ocarina of Time.
Ooh.
What do you mean, oof? Come on. Title theme. Every day, all day, twice
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Title theme twice on Sunday. You heard it here first.
Well, we need two people to
Yeah.
vote for the title theme, so come on.
I
Title
really
theme.
like Outset, but I would go title theme.
That's title theme 3 times on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Title theme sweep. Okay, this is actually a doozy. We've got the temple theme from Smash Bros. Up against Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild, and I'm sticking with it. I'm taking the temple theme. I love that theme. It's like I think as a standalone basis, it sounds incredible. I think paired with that epic stage in Smash, it's incredible. I think that stage is like the best stage in Smash Bros. Too. It's been there for so long. It's such an awesome remix of an already awesome song, but it kind of modernized it a little bit. And that's not just like I love Hyrule Castle, but I have a little bit more attachment to Temple, so that's my pitch for taking Temple.
What about you, Al?
Al's not a
I
Smash
was-
fan. I know what she's taking.
I was gonna say Hyrule Castle.
I know you are.
I do like that. That one has nostalgia for me because that's the one my brothers and I would play in Melee all the time. But Hyrule Castle is so good.
Well, Corey-
I'm going Temple.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I am not
You know
mad.
what? So, like, I love the Smash remix too, and Smash has awesome music. Then you're right that this is like an OG. This is like a Smash staple as far as I'm concerned, ever since Melee.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I want to hear more of the Zelda 2 version, like the Palace theme. I think it's sick,
It's a great
even in-
theme. Yeah.
even in its regular, OG format.
You know
Bat
what's-
Rogue says we picked Fi's Gratitude last year, just an FYI.
Oh, you are an MVP, Bat Rogue. Thank you. Okay, so we know that this year we can perhaps not. We can vote against Five's Farewell if we need to. You know what I really appreciate about Temple as well is like typically I feel like a lot of times when you listen to Smash music, it's like kind of like guitar heavy or like very up tempo, very like it's got a certain style to it. It's almost like that Hyrule Warrior style where like this one is very just like not that, and probably because it was a Melee, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're down to the Elite Eight. We're almost done. We're almost done. We've got Fi's Farewell versus The Dark World, and I like Fi's Farewell better, but just hearing what we just heard, that we did indeed pick this song to win last year, I might actually be inclined to again err on the side of something new. So I might go with Dark World.
I just think Dark World's a better theme, so I'm gonna go Dark World.
I'm just gonna throw Fi's Farewell a bone, but I'm not mad.
Yeah, if this had not won last year, I would vote for Farewell, because it's like it's a top 5 theme for me. I think it's just incredible. It's an incredible scene, an incredible moment, incredible to listen to on its own, but in the sake of something new winning, Dark World can move on. Okay. God, we've got Kokiri Forest versus the trailer theme from Twilight Princess, and somehow this theme is stuck around. But I am once again voting for Kokiri Forest, and I am campaigning for you guys to do the same.
It's once again a trailer theme. Not even close.
It's so Andy, come on! It's like
it's one of the best pieces of music
epic.
made
Is it really?
Series.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
No, it's a good piece of music, but I feel like it's. I mean, come on, we're talking about Kokiri Forest here.
I would say it's on the same tier as that Breath of the Wild trailer. We love so much.
Come on! Don't say things we can't take back.
I know Corey says
thinks
it's better, but I would say it's like really close.
You guys.
It's an appropriate length. It tells a story. It's epic. It has the main theme and Zelda's Lullaby in it, and it's like
watching a movie trailer with epic music.
This
like
makes
watching a
me
movie.
sick. Makes me sick. Ugh. Let's just move on. Okay, somehow this song is still in the tournament. It's made it to the Final Four. We've got another trailer theme, this time the Tears of the Kingdom theme, up against the title theme of the Wind Waker.
Here's the kingdom all the way!
Corey, what say
Wind
you?
Waker. Come on, it's Wind Waker. Let's be real here.
See, I want to vote against both of you, but I don't know. So I guess I just have to pick what I like more, because you both have already voted. Yeah, I'm going to take the title theme from Wind Waker. I think it's just an awesome theme. Okay. Oh, boy.
I'm liking this Final Four here.
Another title theme. Yeah, like 2/3 of it are really great so far, so we'll see. Another title theme, this one the Ocarina of Time title theme versus Temple from Smash. I feel like I kind of want to ride out this Temple thing. I feel like
I would go with Temple in this case too.
Which is weird, because I can't say that I like the Temple theme more than the title theme, but there's something about the underdog, in these tournaments that you just want to see it go all the way.
I was gonna go title theme, but that's fine.
I feel kind of dirty again, like voting against my favorite
games. You are, but
I have a feeling I know who the winner is.
Okay, surely this is the end of the reign of terror of this trailer theme, because it is up against Dark World, a legendary theme that plays bombastically when you go into the fabled Dark World in A Link to the Past, and it is a series staple. It is an iconic theme, a celebrated theme, and one that deserves to go on to the finals of Musical March Madness 2023. I am punching that ticket right now, and I hope that you guys are with me. Do the right thing for once. God.
What are you doing, Al?
Going with the trailer theme.
If you hadn't done that spiel, I might have gone Dark World, but just for that, I'm gonna go trailer theme.
Are we serious right here? The Dark World is just such a theme packed with emotion, adventure, the unknown.
So is the trailer theme. Come on. I keep getting this part in my head where it's like that I can picture it too. I can picture everything in that trailer with the music, and it's just so fantastic. It's so I'm ready to take on my fantasy adventure.
Yeah, you know what? That trailer theme also makes me go, ugh.
You know what? I have more integrity than Mr. Spiteri. I can't vote for something that I don't genuinely think is better, so I have to go Dark World.
Yes!
I'm sorry.
Yes! This is why we invited Corey.
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
You see, that's why you've never won. You don't have what it takes. You can't lower yourself to what needs to be done. Oh boy. Okay. This is awesome. This is great. We're in the final stretches here. We've got the title theme of the Wind Waker versus the Temple theme of Smash. Oh,
Title theme of Wind Waker for me.
Wind Waker. Yeah, for sure.
I had a really tough time taking Temple over Ocarina of Time's main theme. I think just for the sake, I know it's still already decided. I'm gonna vote Temple, but I like both the Ocarina of Time theme and the Wind Waker theme more than the Temple theme. But it's kind of fun just to ride the underdog. Okay, this is our final matchup: the Dark World versus the Wind Waker title theme. Everybody, are we ready? No. I am going to vote for the title theme as the winner this year because it is just a happy, magical, classic theme. Not that Dark World is not. I think I actually have Dark World in the finals of my bracket as well, my prediction bracket. But I just, like I said earlier, it just makes me smile listening to that theme. Al, what say you?
This is hard. They both have like superior high tier hummability, but oh man, this actually Corey, you go first because I don't know. I don't want to decide the winner here.
These are probably my two favorite songs in this whole bracket. And I think I gotta go Wind Waker title theme.
Okay, thank God. Yes, me too.
It means
I was
Wow.
like,
to me.
I didn't want to say it and like be the two votes. So I'm like, I'm okay. I'm good now.
Wow. Okay, so the winner of the Zelda Cast Musical March Madness 2023 bracket is the Wind Waker title theme, and very much deserved. I love that song.
Good.
I love it.
Heck yeah.
So there we go. I'm submitting right now. Our bracket is submitted, and there's a chance
bracket-
that
I always love it when we do the because we don't do very well.
there's a
in the
chance that
actual
this
thing.
bracket could do better than some of our real brackets. And you know what? I was thinking of maybe trying to pull some shenanigans here with Monk Mask Ashia, but since you stepped up and you did the right thing and you took Dark World, we'll just leave it at that. So yeah,
my God.
there we go.
I don't want praise from Andy Spiteri. Ugh.
Wow, what a roller coaster! What a ride!
I'm still taking Tears of the Kingdom all the way.
Well, that's fine, and I applaud you for that. Next year, I'm excited for next year because there's going to be an influx of new music. It's very
there will
exciting.
be.
I'm really looking forward to Fall
exciting.
Brawl.
Awesome.
Fall Brawl is going to have a whole schwack of new characters in it, so that's going to be fun.
Mhm.
Okay, so there it is. We've picked our winner, and we want you to do the same. Head over to zeldadungeon.net. It's the first pin post on the website. You can check out Musical March Madness, check out the bracket, check out the prizes, everything like that. Fill out a bracket by the 15th. Okay, so the polls start, I want to say at like 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So fill out a bracket before then, and you can win. And you can pick your own winner. And again, we just picked what we liked, but you want to pick what you think the general audience is going to vote for. So it's a popularity contest. Pick what you think is going to be most popular, and you could win. And maybe, just maybe, you could join me in the Hall of Champions, the past winners of this tournament. It's an exclusive club, so you definitely want to do that. Okay.
This is why you want to come watch us every week, because when Andy starts saying nonsense, we're all shaking our heads.
I don't know what I know that the facts, science says that there was a winner of this tournament last year, and his name was Spiteri316. So, just saying. Corey, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule, doing whatever it is that you do to join us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Al, very, very well. Very nice job today. Could have been better, but, solid. Okay. Oh, boy. We're going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for watching along with us. Go fill out a bracket over at Zelda Dungeon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tournament starts Wednesday, March the 15th. So get those predictions in. You can win some stuff and vote for
Go check out the YouTube.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah, plug away, Corey. Plug your stuff.
That's all I want to say. Go check out the Zelda Dungeon YouTube channel.
That's right.
Watch Gear Force Heroes, where we also do fun stuff and have actual common sense opinions.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay.
I every time I watch your guys' video and you schmucks do your totem time, it just It still gets me every time.
Fan favorite.
Jeez Louise. Okay, yeah, check out Corey over on Tier 4 Heroes. That's over on our Zelda Dungeon YouTube page. And hey, you can check Al and I out there as well. We have a bunch of clips and sometimes full-length episodes over there, so you can come and see our lovely faces. But for now, we are going to get out of here because we are running long. So make sure that you check us out over on Twitter at the Zelda Cast, at Spiteri316, at Allison Aletha, at Corey Richmond, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Recommend us to that Zelda fan in your life, and drop us a 5-star review if you think we're doing a good job. I read them and I appreciate them, and much love to everybody that does that. We are going to get out of here, but of course we'll be back next week. So until then, everybody, take care. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this clip and want to see more of the Zelda Cast, make sure to head over to your favorite podcast platform of choice and subscribe. There are over 200 episodes in the vault that will provide you with hundreds of hours of Zelda content for you to enjoy. You can listen to us when you're on a walk, fighting Ganon, trying to sleep, whatever. And if you want to see these shows as they happen, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/the Zelda Cast, where you can watch our beautiful faces talk about Zelda every single week. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.